show you how to assign a specific lesson to one of your students. So when you log into Dreambox, when you should have your classes listed. So the first thing you're going to want to do is click on the class that you want to look at. And it should generate a list of your students. One of the new features that they just added this week was this different view. So you can actually click, instead of list, which is what you're used to seeing when you look at reports, you can actually click on grade, and it's going to give you sort of a continuum of where they're working in the grade level that they're working at and the number of lessons and time spent. I just have this from starting from Sunday to Friday, so this is just a snapshot of this particular week for these students. So you can go down and find a student that you feel needs some additional specific lessons. So I'm just going to choose one student. Once you click on that student's name, you can look at their overview, and this gives you a snapshot of where they're at. You can look at their activity, which is what they've been working on. Moving over is the standard, so you can see the specific standards they've worked on. Notice that this is grade 4. She actually hasn't worked on any grade 4 level material yet, so you can drop down a grade and it will show you the things that she has completed. Usage. This is the number of minutes that they've worked for the week. You can change the amount of time to the last 30 days perhaps. That might give you a better snapshot of how they're working. And then the last item is this assign focus. This is how you can assign student specific lessons. So if you notice that a student is struggling on something that you just went over in class, you can add an assignment. For each student, you can create 2 assignments for them, and to do that, you're just going to click on this button where it says add assignment. Short term or long term you can choose. So if a student just needs maybe some reinforcement on a topic, you would choose short term, and it's just 1 to 2 lessons. If it's something longer term, or maybe something that they didn't get in a previous grade level, you might do something long term where you're really looking to see proficiency in a specific topic. This is more of the intervention piece. This long term, think of the short term as a double dip for a student, and this long term is something that is missing. They have holes in their learning. As we move to the middle of the screen, for assignment, you can choose 1 to 2 weeks for how long you'd like it to last. For a short term assignment, long term, it's going to be at least 2 weeks, all the way up to 10 weeks. So you can see how that long term piece is more of an intervention that will actually progress monitor throughout that time as well. Once you make your decision on how long you'd like the assignment to last, we can select. Make sure this is actually set up for Virginia SOL, so make sure that tab is selected, and then you're going to use the drop downs to select the area of need. And it's broken down by, these are SOL strands, so computation and estimation, for example. And then you can go into the specific standard. So you guys probably need to go back and look at the pacing guides to see what that standard is, since it's not listed. Once you select it, actually will tell you what the standard is. You can preview lessons to see what it is that they'll be working on. And then once you're okay with everything you've selected, you're going to click add assignment at the bottom of the screen, and then that student will have 5 weeks to complete this particular lesson. And once you log in again, you're going to be able to see the progress monitoring. There's a button right here with the little chart. It says view, and it will actually show you the baseline of where they started and how proficient they're becoming as they work through those lessons. And like I said, you can add 2 specific assignments for each student, and it says here 1 of 2. And that's how you create a specific assignment in Dreambox.